Have you ever felt stuck, like you're treading water, watching everyone else swim by? We've all been there. That feeling of being lost, unsure of the next step, can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that a few simple words could be the spark you need to reignite your fire? What if a shift in perspective is all that stands between you and the life you've always dreamed of? Today, we're diving deep into 10 powerful, life-changing quotes. These aren't just empty phrases. They are timeless pieces of wisdom that have guided great minds and can guide you to. So, get ready to feel inspired, motivated, and ready to rise above any challenge. Let's begin this journey together. Our first quote comes from the legendary inventor, Thomas Edison. "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Think about that for a moment. How often do we let the fear of failure stop us before we even start? We see failure as a dead end, a final judgment on our abilities. But Edison saw it differently. For him, every failure was a lesson. It was data. It was one step closer to success. Imagine applying this mindset to your own life. That business idea that didn't take off. It wasn't a failure. It was market research. That relationship that ended. It wasn't a failure. It was a lesson in what you need and value in a partner. This quote teaches us to reframe our perception of failure. It's not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. So next time you stumble, don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask yourself, what did I learn? How can I use this to get stronger? Embrace your 10,000 ways that won't work, because they are the stepping stones to your ultimate breakthrough. Next up, a profound thought from the philosopher Lao Tzu. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This is so simple, yet so incredibly powerful. We often get paralyzed by the sheer size of our goals. We want to write a book, start a business, get in the best shape of our lives. These dreams are huge, 1,000 miles away, and looking at the entire journey can be so intimidating that we never even take that first step. But Lao Tzu reminds us that no matter how massive the goal, it starts with one small, manageable action. You don't have to have the whole path figured out. You just need to know the very next step. Want to write a book? Start by writing one sentence. Want to run a marathon? Start by putting on your shoes and walking around the block. That single step builds momentum. It creates a tiny victory that fuels the next step, and the next. Before you know it, you're not just at the starting line anymore. You're miles into your journey. So, what's the one small step you can take today towards your biggest dream? Just one. Take it now. Here's one that will hit you right in the heart from the one and only Maya Angelou. "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." In our fast-paced, achievement-driven world, it's easy to focus on what we accomplish and what we accumulate. We strive for titles, for recognition, for success. But this quote pulls us back to what truly matters: our impact on others. At the end of the day, our legacy isn't written in our resumes, but in the hearts of the people we've touched. It's the kindness you show a stranger, the encouragement you give a friend, the support you offer a colleague. These are the things that ripple out into the world and last forever. It reminds us to lead with empathy, to listen more than we speak, and to always consider the emotional wake we leave behind. Making someone feel seen, valued, and understood is one of the most powerful gifts you can give. It costs nothing, but its value is immeasurable. So, as you go about your day, ask yourself, how do I want to make people feel today? Now for a dose of pure, unadulterated motivation from the master, Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. This is the ultimate cure for perfectionism. How many times have you told yourself, "I'll start when I'm ready," or "I'll do it when I know more"? We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect skill set. But here's the secret. The perfect moment never comes. Ready is a myth. Greatness isn't a prerequisite for starting. It's a result of it. Every expert was once a beginner. Every master was once a novice who was brave enough to be terrible at something new. The only way to get good at anything is to be willing to be bad at it first. This quote gives you permission to be imperfect. It gives you permission to be a beginner. It urges you to just begin. That messy, awkward, clumsy start is the most crucial step on the path to greatness. So, stop waiting. Start now. With what you have, from where you are. Your future self, the great one, will thank you for it. Let us turn to the wisdom of Eleanor Roosevelt with this powerful statement. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Read that again. Without your consent. This quote hands the power right back to you. So often, we let the opinions, judgments, and criticisms of others define ourselves. A negative comment can ruin our day. A skeptical look can shake our confidence. But Eleanor Roosevelt reminds us that our feelings are our own. External words only have the power that we give them. Someone can say something hurtful, but it's our choice whether to internalize it, to believe it, to let it make us feel small. This is about building an inner fortress of self. It's about knowing your worth so deeply that no one else's opinion can shake it. It doesn't mean you become arrogant or ignore feedback. It means you are the ultimate authority on your own value. You hold the key. Don't hand it over to anyone. You decide who you are, and you decide how you feel. Our sixth quote is a timeless piece of advice from Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. This is a call to action. It's easy to look at the world's problems, injustice, negativity, conflict, and feel helpless. We complain. We point fingers. We wish someone else would do something about it. But Gandhi's words challenge us to stop waiting and start embodying the solution. Do you wish people were kinder? Be the kindest person you know. Do you want more honesty and integrity in the world? Live a life of radical honesty. Do you wish for a more positive environment? Be a source of relentless positivity. This quote transforms us from passive observers into active participants. It reminds us that real change doesn't start with governments or institutions. It starts with individuals. It starts with you. Your actions, no matter how small they seem, create a ripple effect. You have the power to influence your family, your workplace, your community, just by being an example of the world you want to live in. Don't just ask for change. Be it next, a quote that champions the power of persistence from a true champion. Michael Jordan. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Wow. This comes from arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. He didn't become great in spite of his failures. He became great because of them. This quote shatters the illusion that successful people just glide from one victory to the next. The truth is, the path to success is paved with failures. It's paved with missed shots, lost games, and moments of doubt. What separates the greats like Jordan from everyone else is their response to that failure. They don't quit. They learn, they adapt, and they get back up to take the next shot. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about having the resilience to keep going after you fail. So, the next time you miss your shot, remember Michael Jordan. Remember that every miss is just practice for the game winner. Keep shooting. Let us explore a beautiful idea from author and speaker Brené Brown. Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It is having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. For so long, we've been taught that vulnerability is a weakness. We're told to put on a brave face, to hide our fears, and to never let them see us sweat. But Brené Brown completely flips that idea on its head. She argues that vulnerability is actually our greatest measure of courage. It's the courage to say, I love you, first. The courage to ask for help when you're struggling. The courage to share a creative idea that might be rejected. The courage to be your authentic self, even when you're scared of what people might think. True connection innovation, and joy can only happen when we're willing to be vulnerable. It's scary. Yes, you can't control the outcome, but showing up and being real is a victory in itself. It's where true strength is found. Our ninth quote is a mind-bending piece of wisdom from Henry Ford. Whether you think you can, or you think you can to your right. This quote is all about the incredible power of your mindset. It highlights the concept of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your beliefs create your reality. If you go into a challenge convinced that you will fail, you will subconsciously look for evidence to prove yourself right. You'll hesitate, you'll be less resilient, and you'll likely give up at the first hurdle. But if you approach that same challenge with the belief that you can succeed, your entire approach changes. You'll be more creative, more determined, and more resourceful. You'll see setbacks as temporary obstacles, not dead ends. Your brain will actively work to find a way to make it happen. This isn't magic, it's psychology. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world, and it dictates your actions. So, take a moment to examine your beliefs. Are they empowering you or limiting you? Choose to believe in yourself. Because as Henry Ford said, either way, you'll be right. Finally, we close with a profound and simple truth from Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. This is your ultimate wake-up call. Every single day, we are bombarded with expectations from our parents, our friends, society. There's a script we're told to follow. Get this degree, work this job, live this lifestyle. It's so easy to get caught up in living a life that looks good on the outside, but feels empty on the inside. Steve Jobs, a man who revolutionized the world by following his own unique path, reminds us that our time on this earth is finite. It's a precious, non-renewable resource. Are you spending it pursuing your own passions, your own curiosities, your own definition of a meaningful life, or are you living a life designed by someone else? This quote is a powerful permission slip to be yourself, to listen to that quiet inner voice that knows what you truly want. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner compass. This is your life, your journey, your time. Make it count. Live it for you. And there you have it, 10 quotes that have the power to completely transform your perspective. From embracing failure with Thomas Edison to owning your power with Eleanor Roosevelt. From taking that first step with Lo Tu to living your own life with Steve Jobs. These aren't just words to be passively heard. They are tools to be actively used. I challenge you to pick one quote that resonated with you the most. Write it down. Put it on your mirror, your desk, or as your phone's wallpaper. Let it be your guide for the week. Let it influence your thoughts and your actions. Remember, inspiration is wonderful, but it's the action you take that truly changes your life. You have the wisdom. You have the power. Now it's time to rise above. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If you found this video inspiring, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you live your best life. Until next time, keep rising.